It is exactly 4 p.m. here in Dubai. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us at today's event, archEatable, the ephemeral art of gastronomy throughout architecture and digital fabrication by our brilliant professor, Jose Carrillo. The event, including the showcase and awards ceremony, is hosted and powered by the Center for Research, Innovation and Design, CRID, and Cosentino. A reference in design and architecture with its brands, Silestone, Decton, and Sensa, Cosentino Group is a global company that produces and distributes high-value innovative services for the world of design and architecture. They are leaders in innovative and technologically advanced surfaces that allows the creation of unique environments and designs for the home and public spaces. Before I invite Professor Carrillo to the virtual stage, allow me to provide you a quick description about him. Professor Carrillo is a mastermind, founder and director of all things to do with archEatable since 2018. He is an academic, a practicing architect with 20 years experience and an advanced food designer. He is an international associate member of the AIA and an authorized Rhinoceros Trainer. As a PhD researcher, Jose develops an interdisciplinary work and philosophical approach between architecture and the art of gastronomy. He explores new creative processes and methodologies for designing and evaluating the impact of gastronomy in society and cities cycles. As a designer, Jose is a consultant for chefs and hospitality firms aiming to create unique projects and sophisticated, edible pieces reflecting their brand identity. And now, without further ado, I would like to invite Professor Carrillo to the virtual stage. Please go ahead. The platform is all yours.
Thank you, George. Thank you very much for your nice introduction to the event. I am Jose Carrillo, the professor of archEatable. And first, I would like to start this event saying thank you, institutional thank you to American University in Dubai. We are very lucky to have with us today the president of the American University in Dubai, David Smith, the provost, Dr. Sabrina Joseph, the dean of the School of Architecture, Art and Design, Dr. Nabil Shenaf, and the chair of the Department of Architecture, Dr. Anna Cornaro. Thank you very much for your institutional support continues through the last 3 years of archEatable to make this event possible. Also, I want to thank Cosentino for the support and powering this event, the chefs that have been working by the student side very hard along the last 3 months to make the cakes come true, the restaurants they work for, supporting and sponsoring the cake making, and also the marketing teams for promoting this event. I would like to continue saying thank you to all the guest jurors we have for this edition. We have an international panel of a very prestigious chefs in this archEatable 2020. And then in a close scale, I would like to thank my students of archEatable for your hard work, your passion, and your dedication to the project, and my teaching assistant, Maya, for your support and your hard work as well. And the company Fine Edge for supporting the manufacturing of some of the prototypes that we are going to discover today. And finally, the filming company that has shot and edited all the videos that you are going to see later on. Thank you so much to all the attendees and all the people who contributed to make this event and this edition possible. Thank you very much. I would like to start by answering one question that my students used to ask me when they meet me in the corridor or when they join archEatable the first week is about how this archEatable project started. And this went back to my learning and university experience in architecture 20 years back already. And at that time, I was very passionate about design, and I had the opportunity to discover the work of one person that really impressed me. That person is Paco Torreblanca. Paco Torreblanca is a world-famous pastry chef from Alicante, my hometown. And at that time, when I was studying architecture, I was able to visit it and also to try his creations in Alicante. And I was really amazed by the quality of the design of the pastry that Paco Torreblanca was making. From that time, I was following him very close and getting inspired by his creations. And then 3 years ago, I thought that I had a course in AUD called Digital Design and Fabrication. And I thought, why not to make this course a bit more sweeter and more interesting? And I decided merging these two disciplines, architecture and pastry art, within only one, which is called archEatable. I think that the cocktail is something new, something unique, and that is giving the student the possibility to join other professionals, to know about this interdisciplinarity today, which is very important for our profession, and to create unique edible pieces. I would like to start the videos that we have for today, because it's an online event and I think the video format is working perfectly. Showing you a video that Paco Torreblanca kindly sent to me about the moment where he was appointed in Doctor Honoris Causa for the Polytechnical University in Valencia for food science, as well Doctor Honoris Causa in fine arts for the Miguel Hernández University in Alicante. So you will have the chance to get introduced to Paco Torreblanca.
Paco Torreblanca, yo creo que en cualquier disciplina hay gente importante y hay gente imprescindible, ¿no? Y yo creo que en la historia de la gastronomía española, no en la pastelería, en la historia de la gastronomía española, sin Paco Torreblanca no fuera sido igual. Y lo digo de una manera muy determinante, ¿no? Yo creo que no podíamos entender lo que es hoy en día el éxito de la gastronomía española en el mundo sin Paco Torreblanca.
Que nos ha abierto las puertas en el mundo, el que nos ha hecho ser los luchadores que somos, el que nos ha hecho creer y potenciar la pastelería de los cocineros de este país. Ha sido la persona más influyente que ha tenido la pastelería española y, por supuesto, que para nosotros es el tío más increíble, más generoso y más grande que ha dado la pastelería, no solamente española, sino del mundo entero.
¿El arte de Paco Torreblanca es efímero? Sí, es un arte puramente efímero, ¿no? Y su legado, no. Su legado es histórico, ha quedado y quedará para los anales de la cocina y de la pastelería, para la gastronomía en general, para el beneficio de todos. Incluso de aquellos que no sepan nunca que eso que están haciendo en su día fue Paco Torreblanca el que lo hizo. Yo creo que su obra en realidad no es efímera, es histórica.
As the honor juror of this event, also Paco Torreblanca wanted to join us and have prepared for us a video about this edition.
Hola, en primer lugar quisiera felicitar a José porque este proyecto me parece un proyecto extraordinario y único, ¿no? Y sobre todo, dadas las dificultades que estamos encontrando en estos momentos con el COVID, lo hace aún más difícil. Pero lo importante es que este tipo de iniciativas nunca paren, ¿no? Sigan teniendo continuidad, porque lo que hacen es progresar en la creatividad, en la unión en que puede haber entre el diseño, la creatividad, la arquitectura, y sobre todo que no es nada fácil intentar interpretar a un chef. Primero porque cada chef tiene unos pensamientos completamente diferentes a los otros, su creatividad es muy personal y de esta forma los alumnos lo que hacen es progresar profesionalmente y avanzar. No me cabe duda de que este proyecto de José va a tener una larga continuidad y en la cual yo quiero de todo corazón animaros porque ya me gustaría a mí que este tipo de proyectos se realizaran aquí en España porque son casos y cosas únicas, ¿no? De verdad que cuando he observado algunos de los trabajos de los alumnos, me parece que son trabajos verdaderamente extraordinarios y no quiero dejar de felicitaros, ¿no? De felicitaros y que continuéis siempre en este tipo de creatividad y que, por supuesto, siga con pasión y seguir con pasión todos estos proyectos que propone José, porque, vuelvo a repetiros, son proyectos únicos en el mundo y debéis de poner todo el máximo de interés. Vuelvo a repetir que estos son tiempos complicados y difíciles y no es nada fácil, por supuesto, que, por ejemplo, intentéis desarrollarlos en la distancia y tratar de captar la personalidad de cada chef para poder plasmarlo dentro de sus establecimientos. De nuevo, vuelvo a felicitaros, ánimo, muchísimo ánimo. José, sabes que en mi tiempo que dispongo, que a veces no es fácil por mis viajes y por mi trabajo, puedes contar conmigo para cualquier cosa que necesites. Un esfuerzo que haces que es único y que yo realmente te felicito de todo corazón.
As I was mentioning, archEatable project started 3 years ago. The idea was to make this fusion between architecture, digital fabrication, and pastry art, and to create a very innovative course within the core of the department in architecture at American University in Dubai. So the main process is to create the designs in the computer, get inspiration, information about different identities, the chefs, and so on. Then after 3D modeling the project, we went into the process of prototyping, 3D printing, and creating the silicon molds in order to make the physical cake. You can see a summary of the process on the right side of the computer. This is the cover of the first edition, 2018, where everything started. And we had, for that edition, 12 students, at the end, 12 projects. But for this first edition, we didn't have any chef on board. So at the end, we went through the process that I have explained. We created the silicon molds, and the students, by themselves, they had to create and make all the steps of the cake making to make them come true. So some of the results, this is the winning project of the 2018 edition, the Dandelion. Some of the results were really impressive and very well done by the student. In general, most of them. But since this is a university course, it was the first edition, and within the education journey, also failure is welcome. Is the moment where you start learning what are the techniques, the technicalities, and the features of your design, that the design is not performing well. So I am happy also to bring here examples of the first edition that are showing the complexity of the projects and the difficulty for them to come a reality. We had a beautiful event in Cosentino's room, Dubai Design District. Cosentino was supporting the project from the very beginning and the first edition. The students were able to explain the project to the audience, present all the designs. And this is the final panel of the team that made possible the first edition of archEatable 2018. Then for the second edition, I have been always trying to improve the course, to add new values. And because of the success of the first edition, I was able to bring on board professional chefs from the region, from Dubai and Abu Dhabi. They were very impressed and interested in participating in the event. So we kept one of the features that the first edition had, is that yet we are not designing for chefs. We are trying to create something very unique, very extreme, pushing forward the creativity and the possibility of pastry. So in this second edition, we didn't have the constraint or also the possibility to design for chefs. It was the opposite. We prepared the designs and we asked the chefs if they were willing to help us to make them come true. And I am sharing the project of Mira, that was the winner of the archEatable 2019, the second edition. It was the Harmony Cake, and from W Hotel in Abu Dhabi, they did an amazing work, craftsmanship of so many different pyramids, parametric ones. All the pyramids were different sizes. And then also the numbering of each piece with a unique position in the cake. You can see in the picture on the left that is a full cake made out of individual pieces, hexagonal pieces. On each piece, you can accommodate 3 pyramids. However, the black one is not edible. The black piece is attached to the base and become the spoon. So you can take out your piece or your portion from this cell, and then you can enjoy the other 2 pieces, which are edible, and you can see in pink and red color. We had the event in EMBA building in the American University in Dubai exactly 1 year ago, with a beautiful panel of jurors and all the team of the students, the chefs, the teaching assistant, and all the participants. And today, archEatable 2020, I am very excited to present the new projects, because for this edition, I have introduced 2 main changes. One of the changes was intentionally. The second change wasn't intentionally, but we have to deal with the circumstances. So for the first change, I wanted to bring the student the possibility to make a real project for a chef, a real commission that is giving them the experience and the opportunity to collaborate with a professional from different disciplines. So they have to study the chef, they have to interview the chef at the beginning of the semester, they have to know the identity and the cooking philosophy of the restaurant or the academy that they were working. And then they have to work jointly in all the phases. During the design, getting feedback from the chef, what is feasible, what is not feasible, if the concept is matching the identity of my cooking, the identity of the restaurant. And then the student went into digital fabrication, creating the molds and providing the molds to the chef to make the cakes come true. And this is the team for the 2020 edition, myself, teaching assistant Maya, and 9 students that will be now showcasing the 9 projects that they have done during 3 months. The second change in this archEatable 2020 edition was something that nobody expected, that was the online teaching. Because these special circumstances, we had to flip from live, present, in-campus teaching to online teaching. So it was difficult at the beginning, but I took the challenge to keep this course during the semester and to make it possible. So we use the platform that we are using now, Zoom, to have a very interactive and dynamic classrooms discussing different concepts. Also ideas that never came to reality, but they were also very interesting. We created iterations for different designs to see which ones were more suitable for the chef, matching the brand identity. We went into detail for technicalities to make the laser cutting, the 3D printing, how to accommodate all the pieces in the structures, in the supporting plates, etc., etc. And also we have to combine traditional and contemporary ways and tools. I was like sketching in the iPad, sketching in hand, having personal office hours and review with the students. So at the end, it was almost seamless to have this online teaching as well during 2020 archEatable. One of the benefits of the online teaching, and I wanted to take the opportunity to make this event international. So I decided to ask all the chefs participating in the edition to invite jurors, colleagues from all over the world. However, I can say that it's almost half of the world, the jurors that are participating in this 2020 edition. It's something unique and something that it couldn't have been possible without a normal teaching or a normal event. So the possibilities and the benefits of the online teaching, I wanted to bring them all together today for this edition. So thank you to all the guest jurors that are participating today in this event, that gave feedback to the projects and also that sent the videos that we are going to see very soon. I don't want to extend the introduction to what archEatable is and how archEatable started. I want to continue presenting the projects of the students, and after that, presenting the videos of the jurors commenting on the projects. After the jurors' videos, if the jurors are attending this event online, you are very welcome to turn on your camera, your mic, and add some comments. If not, we will see if we have any question in the chat of the session, and the student, the chef, or the participants can answer the question. The first project that we are going to discover today is called Recursion, and is the collaboration between the student Ilham and the chef Akmal from White Rice Consultancy.
Hello, my name is Akmal Anwar. I'm from Singapore. I'm chef and proprietor of White Rice Consultancies. I've worked with various companies here, from Starwood to managing my own standalone food and beverage restaurant. Right now, what I do is advisory and consultancy for restaurants, for investors, joint ventures. We basically advise and manage restaurants. I'm very excited to be part of archEatable on how we can make the actual design come to reality.
Hi, my name is Ilham and I'm a future architect from the American University of Dubai. So to speak a bit about my concept, I was very heavily inspired by Japanese philosophy, especially the philosophy of wabi-sabi, which is beauty in imperfection. And so from the beginning, I envisioned a project that not only accepts but celebrates failure and organized chaos. And the second idea I had in mind was the architecton, which is an abstract architectural form reduced to its almost sculptural-like qualities. And so the byproduct turned out to be this democratic cake that can be eaten anywhere, in any place, using a wide variety of different ingredients. And what I also noticed is that the edible pieces are almost dystopian in nature. They're parasitic objects that superimpose themselves on the sticks, which are also the utensils and the sculpture and the naked structure, and as well as the entire experience of the cake.
I would like to ask George if we have any comment or any question from the audience about this project.
Yes, I mean, there's one. If we don't have anything from the jury, there's one here that I received. How does the placement of the different edible architectonic elements help in transforming the chaos of the design into a piece of art that can be easily consumed by the users?
Should I reply now or?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay.
That's for you.
Okay.
Yes.
So in a sense, it's organized chaos because in the beginning I had this very crazy design, but then you need to take into account the different constraints of materials, ingredients, manufacturing, construction, and so each piece is placed in a certain way at a certain angle. It's supposed to be practical, so you can just pick it up and eat it, but at the same time it's supposed to have this element of chaos at the same time.
Okay.
Thank you. If there is no more questions, I would like to move on to the second.
Please move on.
The second project is called Formula W. It's for the W Hotel in Abu Dhabi, and the collaboration is between the student Maggie and the Sheikh Mahmoud Sheikh and Tobias.
Hi, I'm Mahmoud Sheikh, the pastry chef of W Abu Dhabi Yas Island. The concept and the idea of my desserts come up with the local feel of the hotel, colorful gracious, which reflects the look of W Abu Dhabi Yas Island.
My name is Maggie Khan, a future architect from the American University in Dubai. The aim of my design is to combine elements from both the W Hotel and the Formula One racing tracks. So what I've done is that I've taken the structure from the W Hotel and placed chocolate pieces that are placed perpendicular on it. And the overall dynamic shape of the plate is actually inspired from the racing tracks of the Formula One.
Thank you. And for this project, we have the comments of 3 jurors from different places. Let's watch them.
Hello from Frankfurt. My name is Mathieu Castex. I've been working 20 years in different Michelin star restaurants across Europe. Nowadays, I'm part of the Global Culinary Excellence as a manager at LSG Group. The honor to have been invited by Chef Tobias Staupner and the very talented pastry chef Mahmoud Sheikh from the W Hotel in Yas Island. I really like the concept of the dessert Formula W, which represents the gastronomy concept in the garage, with 5 different restaurants using key ingredients that represent the ethnicity of each of them. And also the design of the dessert reminds a lot of the design of the building. It's also really exciting for me to get to know the project archEatable, the contest, to be able to be part of this really prestigious jury and to evaluate the great work done by all the participants. Now I'm sure that the team that represents the best synergy between architecture and pastry will win. Goodbye.
Thank you, Matthew. Next jury commenting on the project is Norman Etzold from Austria.
Servus and a very warm welcome from Austria. My name is Norman Etzold and I'm the executive chef of the brand new ski resort called Biberkopf in the Austrian Alps. To introduce myself, I have over 15 years experience in hospitality and in Michelin-starred restaurants. I gained experience in different Michelin-star restaurants and I received the Michelin star in 2018 in Austria, in 2020 in Germany. This contest is personally very interesting for me because the owner of the last restaurant in Hamburg is one of the famous architects from Germany. I'm very honored to be a part of the competition as a jury member, and it's fantastic to see these concepts and ideas coming to life. And also the development from the computer prototypes to finished pastry creations. Each project is absolutely fantastic and highly creative. I appreciate the hard work and the dedication of all the participants. And I'm very much inspired from all these future architects and chefs. Thank you very much for your dedication. Without you, contest wouldn't be possible. Stay healthy. Bye, yours, Norman.
Thank you, Norman. And the next jury commenting on the project is CRID from Singapore.
Hi there, good afternoon. My name is Kirk Westerway. We are currently in restaurant Jan by Kirk Westerway in Singapore. We're in the iconic hotel, Swiss Hotel the Stamford, looking over a bit of a gloomy Singapore today, but it is generally a stunning view. It's a real privilege and honor of mine to be nominated to work alongside Tobias Tobner and also Chef Sheikh. What he is creating is incredible and I really give all my full support. I wish you huge success and look forward to seeing the results. Many thanks.
Thank you, Kirk. I would like to open the pool to the jurors if they are attending, or to the audience if they have any question for the chef, the students.
There's one question here, Jose, for the student. What are the customization possibilities offered by this design for the Formula W hotel event?
Yes, hello, I'm Maggie. And for this question, what I've done is that I have a certain model, and each model has 6 different types of specific sizes that can be applied on all over the model itself. And it's what I have done is one specific size of the whole plate, but it can vary, and we can change the sizes of the pieces of chocolate according to what the recommendation is.
We are going to continue with the next project. The next project is called Amor Prop. It's the collaboration between the student Sibali and the chef Christiana from Richmond Academy in Dubai.
Hi, my name is Chef Christiana. I'm the head of faculty here at Richmond Master Baker School in Dubai in Jumeirah Lake Towers. So I started already as a key pastry trainer with the World of Astoria hotels, where I did trainings for the hotels. So the whole idea of the design that Shivali has made is based on the Swiss flag, and we combined it then with some Swiss chocolate that we got from Switzerland and that we use here at the school. So the Swiss chocolate, the flowing design of the flag, the colors that is the color of the Swiss flag. Also the texture, because it's a liquid center, it kind of runs out It adds extra flavor to it. Underneath we put a base that is gluten-free chocolate sponge.
Hi, I'm Shivali Mathur, and I'm a future architect from the American University in Dubai. Currently, I'm working on a project as a collaboration with the Richmond Master Baker, originated in Switzerland. My project initially revolved around the idea of a tensile fabric weighted by a mass in the center. This project was later translated into a Swiss flag with the void in the center in the form of a white cross as a part of the white element of the Swiss flag, which provided 4 subdivisions, later translated into free-flowing curvilinear red towers, which give the red color of the Swiss flag. All of these elements finally convene on a black base, which give a floating or a levitating sense.
And for this project is joining as a juror Jordi Puigvert, pastry chef and consultant at Sweet & Go from Girona, Spain.
Good afternoon, my name is Jordi Puigvert. I studied pastry when I was pretty young. After school I started working in Michelin-star restaurants. Also I've been working on pastry shops, related pastry shops, always surrounded by very, very good chefs. In 2005, I create my own company, Sweet & Go, where I'm offering training courses, consultancies, specialized on formulation, on pastry, ice cream, for artisans and industry too. This time I have to thank Christian Trilk, special thanks to nominate me as a part of this jury, as a member of the jury. What to say about the project of Christian? Actually, I have to say that it's a very unique name, Amour Propre. Amour Propre, in English, self-love, it represents perfectly the project, because the project is the Swiss flag representation. Actually, Switzerland is the place where Richmond School born. They create a very unique concept around the Swiss flag. Very clean and very neat. I'm pretty sure the chef representing Richmond School, Richmond Master Baker School, it will provide a very, very nice speech about the creation of this project and the reason why. I have also to thank Jose Carrillo and the full organization of archEatable awards to invite me to the competition and to be part of it in this edition, which honored me very much. So thank you very much for everything and have a good day.
Thank you, Jordi. I think Jordi is with us today, in case you want to add any comments. Or
yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Yes, perfectly.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I could not miss this. So it's a working day for me, but I did a break because I would like to be in between all of you guys and be here for the first time and get a closer approach about the competition, because this year it's a little bit more, let's say, impersonal. It's and it's difficult for us, for the jury, also to judge and to make the grading of every creation, because just seeing the architectural part or the design, it's okay. But as a pastry chef, it was a very, very good time right now to face you all and also to see all your creations in real. But I have to say that I'm very, very honored, and I have to thank you very much to invite me, because I think, as Maestro Torreblanca says in the beginning on the video you put on screen, that it's a very unique competition. It's not the competitions we are used on France or Spain or whatever around the world, and I think it's something that it's not easy. everybody knows how difficult it is nowadays to organize competition, get the sponsors, get the people involved, and everybody's busy. So, but I think that there's a brilliant future ahead, and it's a very unique point of view to create cakes. So, yeah, I'm here because I wanted to be, absolutely wanted to be here today.
Thank you very much, Jordi.
You're very welcome.
Do we have any question from the audience, George?
There is one question that has been sent to everyone, so please, I would like to remind everyone that better to send to me so that it's not congested on the chat. So please, if you have any questions, send to me privately. There are, I think, two questions, one that has been sent publicly and one private. So earlier in the presentation, we saw different alternatives for the 4 portions of the cake. What were the criteria that led to choosing one over the others?
Hi everyone, I'm Shivali. So basically, since the beginning, I have a lot of ideas about the cake, where for example, one flag had a cross in the middle, one flag had the cross on the side, but later on with a lot of iterations, we realized that this one was the best one because not only it was representing the Swiss flag with the Swiss colors, but also it was giving a sense of, it was giving us architectural sense with the different heights of the towers, the hierarchy that is enhanced over here. And also it also gave a hint of the Swiss Alps, the form of the curvilinear. So that is how we came up with this final version.
Okay, thank you, Shivali. One more question we have for you. What were some of the challenges faced in the making, and how does the choice of ingredient help in obtaining the fluidity and firmness of the different hierarchies?
Yes, so because as you saw, these towers have a very curvilinear form with a very sharp pointy edge. We had made the silicone, but while experimenting different ingredients, we realized that unmolding was very difficult. And in the beginning, the ingredients were not working. And we tried gluten, we tried gelatin to make it firm and to make it standing. We tried chocolate shell, but that was also not working. So there were a lot of difficulties that we faced with the ingredients because of the sharp edges. And also the height and the weight of the tower on the base was also a problem because we had to use light ingredients so that the towers don't fall off. So ultimately we came up with a chocolate mousse, ganache, a lot of these kind of ingredients which helped sit the towers on the base as it was, using a lot of gelatin so that the form is straight and it's not bending.
Excellent. Thank you, Shivali.
Very good, Shivali. Thank you so much for your answers. I would like to move to the next project. Is the project number 4. It's called Fluctus, and it's the collaboration between the student Dimash and the chef Domenico for Alici restaurants in Blue Waters, Dubai.
Hi, I'm Chef Domenico and I'm the chef of Alici restaurant here on Blue Water Island. The restaurant is inspired by the Amalfi Coast, by the south of Italy, and takes its inspiration by Positano, Amalfi, all this area of the region. We start to work on the project with archEatable since last year as well, but this year we decided to take a bit further and we decided to combine the two things, creating a cake that reflects what Alici is, that takes the Pantone color of Alici, the shape, the minimalistic shape of the fish, and combine this element together through 3D printing, laser cutting, and molding of the part of the cake that we decided to create on this year of archEatable.
Hello, my name is Dean. I'm a future architect from American University in Dubai. The concept of the Fluctus cake is inspired by the sea. The form takes off an abstract illustration of sea, waves, and a lychee fish. The color manifests a slight transition from bright shades of blue to a darker one, while the bottom takes the color of the sand under the water. The base creates a structural platform that is composed of ripple parametric strips, hosting the fishes, which are designed to blend with it.
Thank you, Dimas, and thank you, Chef Domenico, for the Fluctus project. I would like to ask the audience, George, if you have any question.
Actually, there's one. What was the reason behind choosing this specific thickness for the rippled parametric strips, and how did that create a challenge in executing them?
Hello, my name is Dean. So the main reason why we chose the thickness of, actually the thickness of the cake, the ripples, it's 4 mm. The thickness comes because of the acrylic material that we used in the laser cutting process. And in terms of processing and delivering the project, we didn't face any difficulties to make them. So.
Okay, thank you.
Chef Domenico is with us. I would like to invite the chef to, if you want to add any comment on the project, on the making, any detail.
Hi, Jose.
Hello.
As Dean said, it was we really kind of try to plan it in the best way possible to try to face less challenge during the delivering of the project. So this has been like I believe we went through 3 or 4, let's say, rendering, and we tried with a mock setup, let's call it, where we just use it the PVC, the plastic, and then when we felt that we are quite comfortable with the final result, then we decided to really move to the execution of it, with the fish as well, with some molding, and etc., etc.
Thank you. Thank you, Domenico. The next project I would like to share with the audience is called Sfela, and is the collaboration between the student Taima and the chef Alessandro from the recently opened restaurant Bella.
Ciao, I'm Alessandro Micheli. I'm more than 30 years as a chef. I'm Italian and I travel the world from Italy, London and UAE. I'm more than 12 years in UAE and I planning to open an Italian restaurant. It's called Bella. It's contemporary Italian cuisine, based everything in 3 ingredients, less manipulation and a lot of love.
Hello, my name is Taima. I'm a future architect from American University of Dubai. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Sfela. Sfela is supposed to be an abstract representation of an Italian sweet called gnocchi. And the idea was to take as many elements as we can from the design of Bella as a restaurant and put it into a plate, a spherical plate. It has a fluid sphere design that appears as though the structure is dancing, and most of the elements are taken from the restaurant's cladding and logo.
This 5 senses, as you said, is in front of you. You can see what we create, you can eat, and you can sometimes you can hear and you can try to finish your experience in a best way.
Thank you, Taina and Chef Alessandro, for the beautiful project. We have as well today as a jury guest Dario Cecchini from Toscana, Italy. I'm going to reproduce the video of the comments from Dario.
Salve, sono Dario Cecchini, il macellaio di Panzano in Chianti, Toscana, Italia.
Hello, my name is Dario Cecchini and I am a butcher in Panzano in Chianti, Tuscany, Italy.
This is my wonderful wife Kim, for translation. E sono onorato di essere parte del progetto, grazie ad Alessandro e a Taima per Sfella di avermi invitato ad archEatable.
Hello, I'm so happy to be part of this project, so pleased to have been invited by Taima and Alessandro to be part of the project.
È un progetto bellissimo.
It's a beautiful project.
Rinascimentale, visionario.
It's like the Renaissance, it's visionary.
E noi figli del Rinascimento diciamo viva archEatable.
And we, sons of the Renaissance, say viva archEatable.
Lovely, Dario. Thank you so much. I think Dario is also connected with us. If you want to add any comment, you are very welcome, of course. Or George, if we have any questions from the audience.
Yes, actually we have two questions. The first one, this is for Taima. How do you integrate the Bella brand in your design?
Okay, so for the Bella design, basically like mentioned in the video, we tried to integrate the logo and the restaurants and the elements of the restaurants as much as possible into the design. So the logo is integrated into the spheres, and there's textures taken around the restaurants, placed into the model, as well as taken the idea and the story of Bella, because the idea and story of Bella is that she's a woman, you don't know who she is, she's mysterious, she's feminine. So we decided to play with spherical rather than orthogonal designs to help like finish the vision of Bella and, you know, create something that really works with the brand.
Okay, it seems, Taima, you have many questions now. We have more questions coming in. So how did the ingredient choice influence the final form of the design?
Well, for the design of Sfella was, you know, focused mostly on the integration of the brand. And when it came to the sweets, they were supposed to be playing on what the restaurant already has and trying to make that as beautiful as possible. So the sweets themselves come with a very, you know, they have a show to them whenever they're being presented to you. So that's what Sfella plays on.
Okay. One more, actually two more, Taima. So the sphere are edible? That's one of the questions.
No, the spheres are plainly structural. However, that could be a good idea for something, for a project for the future of Bella.
Well answered. So were there any adjustment that had to be made to the design due to the challenges faced, you know, during execution? Because, you know, the form probably looked challenging, so that question.
Yeah, for Sfella, there was around 30 iterations from start to finish. A lot of things had to be adjusted, because I don't know if you noticed, there's a lot of elements to it. There's the cup that is removed, there's the bowl that is removed, there was a plate. So all of these different elements had to work and be functionally be able to move around. So that was one of the main challenges in designing and completing the design of Sfella. Even the printing itself, like we used a resin 3D printer, not a normal 3D printer for our design. So yeah.
Okay, sorry, time out. One more question. So we see different spheres with different ingredients. How was the number of these spheres, of these sphere elements decided or inspired from?
Okay, so the idea was basically we wanted to have a multitude of different sizes, and that each person can have a different experience depending on what they're getting. The bowls themselves can be used for either drinks or can be used for sweets themselves. So the number itself ended up being 30 in total. However, each table could get as many or as little depending on what's closed and what's open for them, depending on what they order.
Okay.
Thank you, Taima. We have with us Chef Alexandro from Vela. Chef, welcome. If you want to add any comment to the project.
What I have to say, first, I just want to say thank you from that one. The only part we want to add in this one is we enjoy. And behind me at time, I have a lot of team from Stefanos, the pastry, Julia, Nicolas. We have a lot of people. Everybody put a little bit of elements to put this project on this experience. And we enjoy. That is the part. See you in Berlin.
Thank you very much for the support and the energy invested in the project. Very challenging project.
Yes, Jose, we have a question that is general to all chefs. Would you like us to ask this at the end of the session, or we go ahead and ask it now?
We can ask it now. No
okay,
problem.
So to all chefs, did you think about how to serve or display in a takeaway box cake or buffet display, and how long the cakes can stay in their shape before being consumed? So if any of the chefs can, can answer, that would be great.
If you want, I will start.
Please go ahead.
I just want to say most of the project we prepare is just to integrate inside to our outlet and start to, in this case, to finish the experience or start the experience. Only that, that is most of the project, Mr. Joseph, you want to try to add on this academy this year. As I said, we can create a modulo, but the idea is to finish your experience inside to our outlet more than get out. If it is the
And how long the cakes can stay on shape before being consumed? Did you take that into consideration as well, or no?
Yes, as you said, they have different elements. Depends where you can try to put inside to the different element inside to the experience. For sure, you can have a cold items with ice cream. We can have a possible a liquid. You can keep for longer that items. That's why we use liquid nitrogen as well to keep all the the flavor and as well even the temperature on the level we want, but not so long.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Actually, this is also a general question. Can we order those dishes? The question keeps coming. Can we order those dishes if we go to the restaurants?
Of course. The project starts because we want to implement in our restaurant and start to transfer this experience we create with the with Taiman and with Joseph, will be integrated in our operation daily. Soon, this is the next project.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Is there another chef? Only the one chef I can answer is me.
I don't know. Now we're going to ask that. Is there any other chef that would like to answer? Thank you, Udo.
I'm here. I can share some feedback as well.
Yes, please, Domenico. Go ahead.
So regarding for our project within, basically the cake can be moved from the restaurant, can be delivered. If this is the question, of course, following what are the standards of temperature. And regarding buffet and display, it's very easy to be placed on a buffet or on a table and cut as a usual cake. That's it. There is no major challenge for that with our project.
Thank you, Domenico.
Thank you. There is a question. I think this is for you, Jose, probably. It says that did the jury taste this time or they did not? I mean, is there any judgment on the taste?
No, this time we have several categories that I will introduce before announcing the awards. But this time, because of the online situation and the restriction that the COVID requires, we didn't have the award and we didn't have the tasting. But if you visit the restaurants, you will have the chance to taste the cakes. So it's an opportunity. It's a teaser of what you will find in the restaurants if you visit them.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you, George. I will remind you to repeat these questions at the end of the last project presentation, because there are yet some projects coming, and maybe the chefs will like to answer these questions.
Sure,
as well.
sure. I'll keep them on record.
Thank you. We move on to the next project. It's called Descent, and is the collaboration between Mahima Aswami and the chef Christophe from the Royal Atlantis, Dubai.
Hi, my name is Christophe Devoile. I'm the pastry chef of Atlantis the Royal, Atlantis Dubai. I'm from France. I used to work in Asia, US and Europe. I choose to make this project of the water drop, especially of the area where I used to work now, when I'm working in Atlantis. Everything is relative of the water, especially this underwater restaurant.
Hello, my name is Mahima Aswani and I'm a future architect from the American University in Dubai. For the archEatable course, I collaborated with Chef Christophe and we designed a drop-shaped cake that symbolizes two drops, a drop within a drop. It represents the journey of a drop that's falling into a large water body and how the inner drop is completely covered by the outer drop with the floating base that makes the whole look and feel of the cake more light and more floating. It also complements the nature of the restaurant since it's an underwater restaurant. So the drop shape completely symbolizes the journey that the users will be having in the restaurant as well.
I choose to use some very light ingredients and very fresh, as the yogurt, fromage blanc, some citrus, grapefruit, lemon and orange. So I made a marmalade of citrus, a very light mousse or whipped ganache of yogurt and citrus as well, and soaked baba as a sponge to have something very juicy in mouth. And after that I spread the cake with different kind of colors, so white, gray and two different blue to have some different effect of the cake.
We have also the video and feedback of the juror Flavel Monteiro, which is author for WG Magazines in Dubai, UAE.
Hi, this is Flavel Monteiro, award-winning author and publisher of WG Magazine. 2020 has been a great culinary book year for me. But let's go down to Christophe. Christophe's project has a beautiful take symbolizing the mystery of Atlantis. A true artist and an artisan with taste. Christophe visualizes one of the many artifacts of this lost city. He challenges himself with this complex culinary experience, keeping the inner drop, which is so delicate and fragile, and allowing the student to mold this unique piece whilst understanding Christophe's culinary philosophy and brand identity. The originality from the myth of this lost city will be incorporated in Christoph menu at the Royal Atlantis for special events. archEatable 2020 sets out to challenge both the chef and the student as they both push the envelope with their thought process of design, technique, and ingredient to make it all come together as one, a true design.
Thank you, Flavel. I believe also Flavel is today with us. If you want to add any comment, Flavel, you are very welcome.
Thank you, Jose. I'm actually very honored, and Christoph is a great pastry chef. I truly mean that. In fact, after I say a few words, I'll probably share a book. Basically, it's an online book, which Christoph gave a lot of thought process into that book with some of the great chefs in the world, with Christian Bau, who actually wrote the first words of that book of mine. I went through the first half of the designs and the cakes, which actually was shown. And like earlier, somebody said that, how do you actually put both together, the architecture and the pastry? And that's very important. Yes, I'm the jury for Christoph, but I wouldn't say much because I think it's left for everyone else to actually decide that. The most important thing is that edible. That's the most important thing. It has to be both ways, that Christoph, he came up with this design, and Mahima on the other side, the student, understands what's in his head. And that's the most important thing. And Jose, it's a great project. I really love this. Thank you.
Thank you, Flavel. George, do we have any questions from the audience for Mahima or Chef Christoph?
There is one question. Okay, how does the philosophy of the drop within a drop and all the selected flavors act together to establish a floating sensation when consuming the cake?
So maybe it's my turn to talk. I think for myself, it was very important to use some very light ingredients like the yogurt, grapefruit, something very fresh. And as well, Naima, she helped me to make this beautiful shape, to have something very light as a water drop. And of course, we tried a couple of times the cake. It matched very well, all the flavor together. It was very light. And yeah, as I said, something very delicate, no dark chocolate or praline or nuts, just something light. And Naima did a good job to make the shape. It was a nice project to do together. And Jose helped as well a lot on the project. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you, Christoph.
I was wondering whether, we've heard a lot of things about, a lot of good things about pastry, but not much about architecture. Is there any, these projects haven't, the students did not mention the connection between architecture.
Actually, that's an excellent question, Dr. Shanaf. Any of the student can answer that, or can at least give us a little bit of insight about that? Just say, for example, what was your connection with architecture and how you use that in relation with the...
Can I say a comment, not about my own project, but actually about Taima's project at the restaurant of Bella's? Because while we were doing this online class, we were showing our works online, so we didn't all actually go to the restaurants or talk to the chefs that were collaborating. But I had the privilege of actually going with Taima once to Bella's, and when she was showing me her design, I was very impressed. Obviously, it's a very intricate and interesting design. But actually, when I went to Bella's, the first thing I told her was, now I understand why your design is the way it is, because from the materials to the lighting to the way the space in the interior is laid out. I feel like she did a very good job in portraying this as not just a sculpture, but also as a plate system. So if you notice, like you have these little angles that are reminiscent of the walls in the restaurant, as well as the different play of ingredients. You're reflecting the different play of materials actually in the space itself.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, please, anyone?
Yeah, Dean, sorry.
Yes.
And I think the chance that we explored the digital design, like fabrication, the process, was quite interesting experience. And the chance to collaborate with the real clients to deliver the projects. And we were also thinking about the materials, about basically the ingredients itself for each cake, how to make this cake, and in terms of the tolerance. And I think there are some similarities with architecture in general.
The next project is called Pixel, and is the collaboration between the student Nelisha and the chef Aravinda for Al Jahir Convention Center in Sharjah.
Hello, my name is Aravinda Leela Ratna. I am the Executive Sous-Chef of Al Jawhar Reception and Convention Center, Sharjah. I started to work with Al Jawhar from 2009. I joined as a pastry chef, then I promoted as an Executive Sous-Chef.
Hello, my name is Narisha Mehta and I'm a future architect from American University, Dubai. The concept behind the pixel dish was inspired by the combination of three ideas: the pixel, the torus, and erosion. The torus is divided into pixels that have eroded over time. The pixels are subtracted and added in different locations on the torus surface. The dish is formed by 28 chocolate segments from 7 modular pieces. Each of these 7 modular pieces have a unique eroded surface pattern. The plate is integrated within the edible pieces, helping the dish to levitate from the ground.
The main ingredients today: bar tablet, hazelnut crunch, and the calamansi and apricot jelly. Then we add the dark chocolate and orange ganache into that, white chocolate to balance the flavors and sweetness. Then we have the unique colors of that to give more future color.
We also have the participation of 3 jurors for this project. The first one is Hanan Al Mahmoud, is the CEO of Al Jawhar Reception and Convention Center in Sharjah.
Hello, my name is Hanan Al Mahmoud and I'm the CEO of Al Jawhar Reception and Convention Center in Sharjah. I have been invited to be a member of this jury panel through our executive sous chef Aravinda Leela Ratna. It has been an absolute pleasure to see how can the worlds of culinary and architecture collide to produce these amazing pieces that we've seen as a result of this course and award. I believe that the pixel cake, which was a result of a collaboration between our chef and a student, was a very interesting intake on our passion for design and desserts at Al Jawhar in a world of ever-changing trends and technologies. It was a pleasure to be affiliated with the American University of Dubai in this project. We wish all of the students the best of luck, and we're looking forward to see the announcement of the winners.
We have as well the participation of Rami Abdul Al-Jibrail, Director of Culinary Affairs, chef in Sharjah as well.
Hello everyone,
My name is Rami Al-Jibrail. I'm the Director of Culinary Affairs and the Executive Chef in Al Jawahar Reception and Convention Center in Sharjah. I've been in UAE since 21 years and I've started working with Al Jawahar Reception and Convention Center since 2013. I'm a World Chef certified judge in chefs competitions locally and internationally, and I am so privileged actually to be part of the jury member in the archEatable event, which is a very unique combinations between the art of gastronomy and the art of architectures. I would like to pay thanks to Professor Jose Carrillo and the team of the American University in Dubai for organizing such an event. And I hope more of such an event comes up to one platform to highlight the collaborations between gastronomy and architectures. This is a good opportunity for the future architectures and for the talented chefs actually to put their touches and fingerprints into one project and come up with a unique design that will showcase their talent and their capability of having a concept reflects the idea that they are thinking about it in one platform. I would like to wish good luck to all the participants, and thank you once again for having us as a jury. Best of luck and congratulations to all the participants and the chefs who put their efforts in.
And the third jury for this project is Bandara Dis, is the CEO of Bandara International from Colombo, Sri Lanka.
Congratulations and best wishes on archEatable. I am Bandaradis from Colombo, Sri Lanka. This is the first time I could truly relate art of gastronomy and architecture. I've been engaged in the construction industry and built over 25 buildings over 25 years. Chef Aravind created a masterpiece. His pixels eroded over time fascinates me a lot. AUD's Professor Jose Carrillo is introducing very unique project concepts to the world, and we all turning our heads around. Thank you.
Professor Carrillo, we have, I think, 2 questions. So shall we go? Okay.
Yes.
So what are the technique and materials the plate has been manufactured? And, and it's a question within a question. There's another one saying that within it is the reason behind the choice of the vibrant colors. So maybe if you can answer both of them, that would be great.
Okay, so the plate was selected to have a clear reflective finish so that you could have the entire reflection of the cake and the levitation of the cake from the base. The materiality of it is clear acrylic, a food grade safe, and it's from the Fine Edge Decor. It was sponsored by them. As well as about the colors were selected to incorporate something that is warm and bright to give a good feeling and to make the whole dish architecturally less bulky so that the light colors would do that.
Okay, one more question for you.
Yes.
How long does the making of the cake take? I mean, how long does it take?
So the entire pixel dish is divided into 28 segments. 7 of them are repeated. So they're modular pieces. So once you have the 7 sets, it shouldn't take a lot of time because they keep repeating. And the objective is if you have it on a buffet table, for example, and people are picking up pieces and they're taking it to their seats, you can keep repeating any piece in the order and you can keep replacing them in the thing. So it's an ever-growing dynamic cake.
We have a general comment from the audience saying, I'm very impressed about the complexity and the final result of the projects. There's also one more. Pixels was built on a frame. Could it be built without the frame with balancing blocks? I'm sorry, this is again, a question about the Pixels project. So you see the question comes and goes. So, so the question, let me read it again so it's clearer. Pixels was built on a frame. Could it be built without the frame with balancing blocks?
So not currently, not with this set of molds, because the mold is designed in a way that incorporates the plate. So the food pieces sit inside the plate. However, if the design has to change, it could be. But the beauty of this is that the plate can also be edible in the future if the chef likes to make a mold out of the plate. So it can be recyclable. But currently, the beauty is that it incorporates the plate within the dish.
Okay.
And the food doesn't touch the ground. The whole idea is that it levitates and it floats from the ground.
Perfect. Great answer. Thank you.
Thank you, Elisa. I believe Chef Aravinda is also with us joining the session. If you want to add any comment about the process of the cake making and the repetitive sequence of 28 pieces.
Hi, good evening, everyone. So it was a nice project, and the main concept was to use the multi-purpose use mold. So it's mean we can use this mold as the bar tablet and the cake or ice cream, whatever. And the other concept, as Nelisha is mentioned before, so it will be easy to refill in the buffet especially, and as a travel cake. So this will be the multi-purpose mold to use for the many of the desserts and the chocolates.
The next project is called Divulge, and is the collaboration between the student Farah Ali and the chef Roman Renoir from the Chocolate Academy Dubai.
So my name is Romain Renard. I am the head of the Chocolate Academy Dubai. The essence of the Academy is to empower artisans to craft the future. Why we do what we do? Because we believe in creating new opportunities, in creating a bright futures for artisans and chocolatiers, in developing a strong network of support throughout chocolate for the artisans. In this edition of archEatable 2020, what we tried to achieve was how to represent tomorrow for the artisan.
Hi, my name is Farah Ali and I'm a future architect from the American University in Dubai. So the concept begins from the origin of chocolate, and it's a cacao forest. So the sticks represent an array of cacao forests bearing cacao fruits, and it also represents the members of the community working together. So the base in perspective is a forest terrain, and in top view is a cacao pod cross-section. It's speckled with the same colors as the cacao trees, hinting at the idea of the wind blowing seeds onto the forest ground so that in the future they can grow into cacao trees. It's almost like a promise of renewal and regeneration in tomorrow. And then once these members of community align and the cacao trees align, you start to see the message #tomorrow.
We have two jurors' videos for this project. The first one is from Yasin Erol, is the head of the Chocolate Academy in Turkey.
My name is Yasin Erol. I'm the head of Chocolate Academy Istanbul, and I've been invited to this incredibly creative event by Chef Roman Renard. Seeing both professional chefs and future architects expressing their philosophy, creativity, and most important, their passion into edible art was amazing. And it reminds me that how nature is beautifully designed. It was truly inspiring. Thanks to you all.
And also the video and the collaboration of the juror. Minette Smith is the head of the Chocolate Academy in South Africa.
My name is Minette Smith and I am the head of Chocolate Academy for South Africa. I've been invited to this event by Chef Roman from Chocolate Academy Dubai, and what a privilege to be part of such a prestigious event. I feel really honored to be able to see the best of both worlds. This is really a magical collaboration between artists, both chefs as well as architects. I really want to congratulate each and every single student with these incredible designs that they all came up with, and really the collaboration between the chef and the student to make this concepts come to life. What I loved the most about each and every single concept is the fact that boundaries were expanded and pushed to such an extent that it really changed the perspective of what a cake really can be. And for sure, without a doubt, it leaves a lasting impression. So really, well done to each and every single one of you, and congratulations. I'm really excited to see what you are all up to in the future. All the best.
Just a thank you once again. It was really, really nice to be involved in all of these creative concepts. So congratulations once again to all of you. And thanks to Chef Roman from Chocolate Academy Dubai for involving me into this, or inviting me to this event.
Thank you, Minette, for your participation.
We have one question.
Yes, please.
So what were some of the challenges faced in reflecting the hashtag tomorrow on the cacao forest, and how did the idea come about?
Okay, so basically at the beginning of the idea, I was given the brief for World Chocolate Masters, which is a chocolatier competition, and the theme for this year was hashtag tomorrow. So every participant was given a wooden block about this big, written hashtag tomorrow on it, and it had to be included in the final design. However, I decided to try to convince them to maybe eliminate the actual wooden block and go for something more forward-thinking by having the idea hinted at. Maybe when you find the perfect spot to look at the cake, you see the message. However, the message isn't right in your face. So the cake or showpiece is about more than just the wooden block. So that was for the idea. And as for the challenges, it's making the sticks perfectly straight in order to see the message. So we're working with around 60 centimeters in height of very thin, I think 3 millimeter chocolate sticks. So it was very difficult to get them to stand straight, and we tried our best. And you also need to find the exact perfect spot as you're moving to see the message. So it was almost like a journey and an experience in order to read the message. Yeah.
Okay, there's one more question for you, Farah. How was the process of making the sticks? Can you a little bit elaborate on that?
The chocolate sticks.
Yeah, I mean, that's the question, yes.
Yeah, okay, so first of all, we had a stencil from acrylic. So after modeling on the software, I made a stencil and I had to number it from 1 to 90 because we had 90 sticks and in 2 different orientations. So I think about 3 guides were made in order to make sure the sticks go on the right place. So we had from 1 to 45, certain color, certain orientation, and then 46 to 90, different color and different orientation. And then each stick, the chocolate was poured into the stencil, and we had to keep it there to make sure it was the correct number, and assemble it one by one in the numerical order, and follow the guide in order to make sure each stick is in the exact correct position and orientation so that the message comes together. If one stick is in the wrong place, the message doesn't show that much, and it has to do with the concept as well of every member of the community working perfectly together harmoniously to get the message of tomorrow. So, yeah.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
We are not done. We have one project left.
One last one.
Yes, this is the last one, and I will be happy to share with you the last project, which is the collaboration between the student Basant and the chef Mansour for Palazzo Versace, and the name of the project is called Vortice.
Hi, my name is Mansur Memarian. I am the Director of Culinary and Food and Beverage in this beautiful, iconic hotel of Palazzo Versace in Dubai. I'm sitting right now in our Persian restaurant, Enigma. My background reflects as well the way of my cuisine, which is a mix of very classic European Mediterranean cuisine paired with Middle Eastern and Oriental touches.
My name is Basant Abdurrahman and I'm a future architect from the American University in Dubai. The Fortici design was inspired by the ribbon-like structure in the Persian restaurant Enigma in Palazzo Versace, Dubai. And the architectural aspect was inspired by the ribbon chapel located in Japan. I then created a ribbon-like form and extruded the curvature into one particular point at the base of the food product. After my interview with Chef Mansour, I was really inspired by two terms that he mentioned, simplicity and elegance. This matched with the Versace aesthetic, and I chose the color gold to match with the Versace's iconic color theme. So the helix form creates curvatures that intersect with one another and could be easily disassembled to serve the clients. The plate was also integrated within the design by creating a form that could emphasize the curvature of my food product.
We have a question. What were some of the challenges faced in assembling all the different curvilinear pieces and the overlapping slopes to obtain the final shape and sculpture?
Hi. Actually, it was a little bit overwhelming to make sure that the points connected exactly on the same spot. This was because of the weight, actually. Once you connect 2 points together, the weight of a chocolate piece actually increases a lot. So the moment you put them all together, some pieces would keep falling. So what we did was we had to work as a team, a big team. We had to go around, make sure that all the pieces were together as we stuck it by chocolate, melted chocolate. And eventually it worked out, but it did require a lot of cooperation between the team to hold it all together. In the end, as it froze down, as the chocolate melted, you could see that it all connected in one huge piece. So it worked out in the end. But it was a little bit tricky to make sure that they all stayed in the same position.
If we don't have more questions about the project, I am happy to move on to the awards of this archEatable edition 2020. We have 5 categories for this edition. I have removed the category of the tasting because of the circumstances. And we have the Concept and Originality Award. We have the Challenge and Complexity Award, the Making and Finishing Award, Brand Identity Matching, which is also very important for this edition, and Market Adaptability. And then after these 5 categories, we will have 3 main awards, the third, the second, and the first absolute winner of archEatable 2020 edition. I will start with the category for Concept and Originality. And I will ask everybody to turn on the cameras. I am not going to share the screen. I prefer that everybody can see everybody's faces and celebrations. So please, if you can turn on your cameras, and I want to make it very handmade and homemade, showing the picture of the project, and that is getting the award.
Jose, so, would you like me to create a spotlight for everyone for at these moments, or we just leave them all general?
All general, I think, will be
okay.
Very nice. Thank you, George. The archEatable 2020 Concept and Originality Award goes to pixel cake.
So guys, it's the best time for you to unmute and clap. That would be great. So let's unmute.
Bravo!
Congratulations, Chef Aravinda.
Congrats, Chef Aravinda. Congratulations.
Good.
Well done, Aravinda. Well done.
Thank you, Chef.
The next award is Challenge and Complexity. The archEatable 2020 Challenge and Complexity Award goes for the project Vival.
Hey.
Well done.
Bravo.
Well done, Sarah.
Magnifique.
Yeah.
The next category is Making and Finishing. And the archEatable 2020 Making and Finishing Award goes to the project Vortice.
Wow, well done.
This is so nice.
Next category that is new in this edition is the brand identity matching, the project that has reflected the identity of the chef and the restaurant or the academy better. So the archEatable 2020 brand identity matching award goes to Fluctus.
Hey, bravi, well done.
And Chef Domenico.
Well done.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jose, your sound went. Just one question. Sorry, we cannot hear you. So guys, please mute yourself so that we can hear Jose. And then you can unmute when we want to clap. Jose, can you speak again?
Yes, can you hear me fine now?
Yes, now it's perfect.
All right. Then the archEatable 2020 Market Adaptability Award goes to the project Amor Pop.
Well done, bravi.
Congrats, Shivali.
And Chef for Richmond Master Baking Academy.
Thank you. Congratulations, Shivali. Well done.
Thank you, Chef.
And we move now for the projects that got the highest mark and the highest gradings from the jurors. I'm going to start with the archEatable 2020 award. In the third position, the award goes to the project Descent.
Bravo, Christophe.
Yay.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Well done, Christophe.
Thank you very much.
And Royal Atlantis.
Bravo, Mahima.
Thank you, Professor.
We move on to the award for the second best project, archEatable 2020. And the award goes to
Wow, well done. Congratulations.
Congrats, Roman.
Congratulations, Farah.
Well done.
Congrats, Farah,
Academy.
Magnifique. Superb.
And one award left, the best project, the project who got the highest rank from the jurors in this archEatable 2020 edition.
Jose, I'll put you on spotlight for this one, since this is the last and the first. Okay.
The absolute winner of the archEatable 2020 edition project goes to Pixel.
Bravi! Alicia!
Congratulations. Guys, just for the video, do you mind if we can unmute and really have a very big clap?
Alicia!
Thank you.
Bravo!
This is good. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to everybody, to all the students, all the chefs, all the winners. It has been almost incredible, this journey for 3 months. A lot of challenges, and we made it. We are here celebrating your accomplishments. I am very happy and delighted to have taught in this third edition of archEatable. So for the People Choice Award, I will be counting both, all the likes that the projects are getting on YouTube, along with all the likes that the projects are getting on archEatable. And there will be this full week for the people to vote, and I will announce on Instagram the winner next Monday of the People Choice Award. So now is the time for the audience and for you to share, to enjoy the videos once again, and make your votes according to your feelings, your impression, and the taste that you have had during this edition.
So Jose, we have two links, huh? We have the YouTube and the Instagram.
Yes, on YouTube you can see the videos in high resolution are already posted, and on Instagram we are posting the videos within 1 or 2 hours after this event, so they will be ready for you to share, to like them, and to spread.
Fantastic.
Thank you. And I would like to open the table to the audience, the jurors, the chefs, and the student. If you want to share your thoughts, your comment about this edition, I will be more than happy to listen to them.
Yes, please, you can say or write it in the chat.
Can I start by saying something?
Of course.
Please. Let me put you on spotlight. Just 1 second. You're on spotlight.
Thank you. Well, you can guess the background is AUD. Anyway, I just wanted to say that thank you, Jose, for this fantastic journey. Thank you, all my students who have participated in this adventure with their professor. It was fantastic, and I loved every single project. Not to take anything from the winners, but I'm a juror myself for international design competitions, and I can tell you, change the jury, you get different winners. So for me, there was some.
I fixed it, Dr. Shanaf. Please continue.
Okay, just to mention this, just reshuffle the jury members, you'll get different winners. This happens always when you get high quality projects, they are all potential winners. And today, I can tell you that reshuffle the jurors, you get different winners. This doesn't mean that I'm taking anything from those who won today. Congratulations, all of you. Well done. Thank you so much. This is fantastic. Done.
Thank you, Dr. Shanaf.
Thank you.
Anyone would like to say anything? Please go ahead.
If I just can add something, that Jose is perfect, but we know that, all was perfect also during the process, but there's a lot of backstage to obtain all of this. And I think that you had the daily challenges, and also the chef had the daily challenges. So I would like to thank you, and also all the sponsors, all the chefs and all the students, of course, for the continuous effort, because I was just on one side, but I looked at the process, and there were a lot to solve. There were daily challenges, but it's good to see that we are all good in that.
Thank you, Anna. Finally, we are celebrating today.
Thank you. Perfect.
Any other comments?
Can I add something?
Of course.
Of course, Farah.
Okay. Hi, I just wanted to say that I feel like, and personally, this edition, the students, we were the most involved in the creating process. And that was really exciting because I feel like I didn't expect to be this involved and to meet this many times and go through all the obstacles together. And that was such an interesting learning experience. That was, again, unexpected, but I'm really happy it happened, and I'm very grateful. I feel like that everyone got to be very hands-on this edition, despite of quarantine and everything going on. We still managed to make it work. So yeah, that's it.
And if I may add on what Farah is saying, like, I want to thank Professor Jose a lot for providing such classes to us students that are always interesting and that are always going to help us have a better and much more polished CV and an edge to other people, because who's worked with architecture and food before? It's very few. So yeah, thank you, Professor, and thank you, AUT, for providing this opportunity.
My pleasure.
Hi.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Oh, sorry, Ilham. I just want to say something very quick. I just want to say that it makes my heart so full to watch this. As I've witnessed archEatable from its first edition until today. Amazing achievements that you have done, Professor, and it was a pleasure to see all of the students' work, all of their amazing creations, and the fact that they are going to be in these amazing restaurants. So I congratulate you and the winners and everyone who was involved to create this amazing course and amazing experience for everyone to be in and to watch.
Thank you, Noor. Noor was a student of archEatable in the first edition, so she's very aware of the back scene of the course. Thank you, Noor, for the comment.
I would like to thank Professor Jose as well. Thank you for the amazing journey that we've had together, along with our TA, Ms. Maya, and my chef, and obviously my classmates. Like, it has been a tremendous support system that we've been for each other. And I think I can speak on behalf of all of us that we've had this amazing journey. And thank you so much to AUD for providing that as well.
Thank you, Lisa.
I would like to say something. Oh, first, no, you.
Maya, go ahead.
Okay, no, I just want first to congratulate all the students, all the winners. They were amazing. I mean, I would like to thank Professor Jose for giving me the opportunity to be the TA for this course. It was an amazing experience. I mean, seeing the students from the beginning, getting to know them, the relationship between them was amazing. The progress, the projects and the ideas, how they evolved was so interesting and very inspiring. Every single phase was a challenge for them, and along with their, of course, design course, which was very challenging to kind of divide this time between design, the main design course foundation, and this archEatable course. They delivered amazing results, and they should really be proud. They were very nervous at the beginning because, again, collaborating with chefs on a real project was something that is that they didn't expect from the beginning, and they were very excited but nervous. And at the end, now they feel how everything pays off and how proud they are. And of course, amazing job for the chefs. It's amazing to see the chefs how your ideas are collaborating with the students and with their sort of aspirations on how they would like their designs to be like. It was amazing how you chose also the ingredients to accentuate their designs and to emphasize their concepts. So yeah, it was all amazing, phenomenal. Yeah.
Thank you, Maya, for your comments and also for your support. Yes.
Jose, can I just remind everybody that Maya and Noor have both been winners of international design competition in architecture this year. Give them an applaud, please.
I cannot complain at all. I have best student in archEatable and best teaching assistant ever. So that's why the results of the course are that good. And I am very proud. Thank you, Maya, for all your support and your hard work. We have been editing together the videos until 10 minutes before the event. So it was incredible, the journey and your support to make this possible. Thank you, Maya.
Jose, I have a final question for the chefs.
Yes, please.
Then, I mean, I'm curious to know if will AUD logo be on the menu of the restaurant?
I think that's a trademark issue. Actually, if I may say something, you know, I've had the honor of watching this for the last 2 hours and 13 minutes, and it's been really quite amazing. One of the things I'm most proud of being the president of this institution, obviously, is the brilliance of the students that come out of this institution. But in watching this, it reminds me that it is because of the brilliance of our faculty and with the leadership of our dean, who's really just put together a brilliant school of amazing professors. And that is why we have such talented students. And I think the students paid homage to that and a testament to it today by thanking their professors. And Jose, fantastic program today. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Emits. It means a lot to me, and I have to thank the institution for giving the possibility to make this for the third time. It's a very unique course and requires a lot of support, and I have been always granted with that support. Thank you so much.
And if I just finally might add something, like I just wanted to thank all of our chefs again, just to make sure that they supported us and they, like Maya said, really pushed us to do some crazy stuff and include more like the art of food, you know, make us understand the art of food. So I just wanted to thank my chef Alessandro Misivi a lot and everyone else as well.
So
I also want to add some thanks to the studio professors as well, because thanks to their support and their understanding, and this course kind of takes, I can see people agreeing, it takes a lot of effort, mental, health and everything. So thank you for the professors also for being so understanding and supportive. And I believe when they saw our projects as well, they were so excited for this event and they were really supportive. So I want to thank our studio professors too, and everyone who took part in this. And thank you so much for the students who attended to support us. And I'm really glad to be a part of today's event. And thank you so much, Professor Jose.
Thank you, Asant.
Good attempt, Basant, but I'm still expecting great work from Taima, Farah, Elham. Okay, so anyway, good try.
Professor, if I may also say something, based on what Nilisha said, it is a journey, like from the beginning till the end, from your concepts to your research to the final project being made, whether manufactured as a 3D print or actually like an edible item. And it's something that really opened my eyes. And I'd like to say thank you to Professor Jose for this amazing design course, and thank you to Maya for her unconditional support, and to my classmates who I have had a lot of meltdowns with, and especially you, Professor Nabil, for for being with us while we were working on studio and handling archEatable at the same time.
Well, thank you everybody for your beautiful comments. And thank you again to all the chefs that have been working by your side very hard. Not only them, also the teams that they have in the kitchens and the restaurants. And now is the opportunity to visit them, to visit the restaurants, enjoy the creations, the desserts. And I hope that everybody will share the links and spread the word in order for you to have the People Choice Award next Monday. Thank you everybody for joining us tonight. It has been incredible, very special journey, and I am feeling very lucky for your participation tonight, or evening, or morning, or afternoon, depends on the location where you are connecting, because we have, as I said before, half of the world participating in this event as a student and as a jurors as well. Thank you very much to everybody, and looking forward to next editions and collaborations. My pleasure.
Thank you all. Have a good evening.
Oh, good evening.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.